do they got it as if I'm gonna go to YouTube and interrupt their voice simulations of my voice with the false flag, false testimony, false accusation, false witnesses, false reasoning, you know, um, organ harvesting, false flag cover up. They put me to sleep between 11 and midnight. Got me up 6:40 this morning. That's another 7 hours of back and forth. They use a person, most times a female, and have me supposedly responding to certain things like, for example, oh, you got caught, or you home, or you in the hospital, or you in the hotel, or you know, you coming back, or you got to come back, or you ain't coming back, or you understand? I ain't didn't have him speaking in my voice. Sometimes I wake up and just listen for a while, just like I did this morning, just like I do most mornings. If they catch me too fast, they start ejecting me and, throwing fits, sirens, banging things, burning things in the air, or like this morning at 6:40, it was 6:39 by the time I clicked on, and then within 2 minutes, I'm frozen. The whole room, Kanika Jenkins, Troy Ford, or whatnot, just start freezing, freezing them out, and they return back to simulating the voice and different things of that nature. But you show what's going on day in, day out. Like, they're put in the perception of a grandmother house, in the perception of a grandmother room there. Similar how they did Rest Up, Cora Davis, Wagner Projects, same neck situation. And, through one case. And then when they realized that was kind of flaky, they threw the second one on him because most people had started coming to the realization, of what was done when it comes in reference to that. Similar what they brag about in reference to Tyleek Brown, what they did with Miss Loretta. Same thing. Had the brain thing, and they went and told everybody supposedly he attacked the grandmother. If you remember some of the videos that's out, they would have me standing guard, and as soon as I step off, they threw more attacks on her, throw on the floor, different things. And then it'd be like, well, he was in there. So you see, like all these, like Henry and Kevin McCummins, they grandmother, in 193, the same aspect. I'm only giving local. I could go international with it. It's unnecessary because once anything went wrong with me, once any disappearing act or him being painted in a excessively negative light, whether it is bug, perv, fiend, it stands out to many in position of power. And right there, countless documentation, video, audios, whatnot, where things was being done similar to individual. And I kept saying anything of similarity transpired. You know where to take it um, publicly. I mean, emphasize that. So they say, "Ooh, that sound like a threat." Not at all. Freedom of Information Act. And then you on record last year, in the year, saying ACLU was on your back 2 weeks and you had nothing on them. That would show organ harvesting by means of a false flag, and it would show a reason why they would have been on your back. Why certain associates of mine who families work in prominent positions, why they would have literally hundreds of videos very coherently being expressed, the concern, not just from me, from people you did the same thing to, or people you did it, you know, to people they was overseeing, maybe in areas or companies they work with. Similar like the teacher who you had cut off at the BRC in Harlem, or Sarah Lee McWhite, who, Marlboro Houses you had killed for her, speaking up and not wanting Marlboro separated, or it's countless. Like the difference is the truth. It don't need no help. And now that they have gave confirmation openly. They had did it last year when they was arguing about my existence. Super weapon is, Ark of the Covenant that, or you know. Now they have repeated in the last week at least 4 times, 3 times over the weekend. From Thursday to Sunday. Ark of the Covenant is confirmed now. Whether they say Ark of the Covenant, Ark of Gabriel, that's here nor there. But now we have the Higgs boson confirmed. We have the Ark of the Covenant, Ark of Gabriel confirmed. We have the Einstein connection, Brooklyn Jewish Hospital, last baby born, where he had his surgery. We have countless things all lining up now will show why the history of things you have done like this that you promote you have done, everybody, whether directly or surrounding them, have met a foul or a negative or a foul outcome, a negative spin or a downward spiral without fail. Either them or something connected to them, whether, family, friends, company, just anybody you will talk to that have been made to do this, taunt me, threaten me, mock me, provoke me, things like that. Go check on them. Ask them. And the majority will say, I won't lie. After dealing with him in a negative way, things just went all bad. And then you go talk to people that have dealt with me in a positive way, they probably in the best of spirits. And if you compare their words, compare with other people's words, it seem like they seem to not even feed into it, or they won't promote the negative, and they seem to be doing good. But the ones who, thought it was a joke, here, look at him. Yo, he better not come here. Yo, listen, I'll do that. Yo, if he come back up here, we should do this. If he go down there, we should do that. Things like that, they all without fail. Things did not go their way. And Valhalla, the reason I gave that presentation last night, because since they confirmed the Ark of the Covenant openly to a new batch, because last year it was many Pentagon and different officials from the Vatican and different foreign intelligence present when they was emphasizing it. Yo, listen, he get mad, get out of his way, don't look him in the eye. Now, if you think of the Ark of the Covenant, they always said, make a mistake of coming at it in a profane manner or even looking at it. So it was right there, but now they confirmed it. So I made it where even those at the bottom have just as much knowledge as those at the top. I don't do it, for points. I'm not somebody look for clout. I don't need thank yous or nothing. It's just what's right. If you out here taking full responsibility, I feel you should have at least a portion of the knowledge of what you may be facing. That immunity and no bag may be able to help you with. And most people will respect that. Don't admit it. They checking your temperature. But like I said, double copy everything. Ark of the Covenant, Higgs Boson, Kareem. Like they doing the Kanika Jenkins right now. They pushing the same fumes. You understand? They did it last night. Pass out, simulate his voice all night. False testimony, false accusation, false reasoning, false witnesses, false implications and indications that lead towards genocidal atrocities, violation of international laws and universal concerns and treaties. At least Article 1 through 5 and Article 15 of the United Nations Convention Against Torture, Cruel and Unusual, Degrading Treatment and Punishment, as well as the European Agreement on Human Rights and the Prevention of Torture, Article 2 through 5. So, as well as many other just like natural do's and don'ts you should know. And with the Ark of the Covenant, Higgs Boson being confirmed, now you should definitely consider. And you see, it's the what ifs I gave you to consider. Like all the torture and different things, like been going through torture almost a year straight that I've been paying attention to. So imagine how long, like that's what I said, disappointed, you know, somewhat upset and absolutely like somewhat appalled, disgusted, outraged, but I don't feel literally betrayed because sometimes, like you say, forgive them for they not know what they do. Fuck with y'all though. It's just due to circumstances, chemical, biological, germ, and nerve agents. Sometimes I may seem a little off. And with the microwaves, electromagnetic weapons, and different torture in these staging, training, or movie theater sets. But like I said, I've came across associates, family members who were on the play of Hamilton, who on the show Homeland, you understand, on certain web series. So when it comes to that, I'm like, it gives me a little familiarization, and it also gives those that may doubt some clarity. Like, yo, listen, this shit like everywhere, you heard, and it's not in the viewpoint of what you think. What happened is many people are solving long unanswered questions and problems by seeing who promote anything on me. So double copy everything. That may be your only hope. Like I said, I choose not to hate because if you look at the Ark of the Covenant, that comes with a hell of a price to pay.